On the home page we have a number of bold and eye-catching images, as well as a way to subscribe to the newsletter and also the Twitter feed. Next we have the gear pages, all of which have galleries for images for each item, and they can also be enlarged as well into its own lightbox. We also have the experiences pages, which has got a number of different videos on as well, and also a contact form. New pages can be added here on the left with the new page button. You can title it and create the layout of the page using the page builder and add various modules such as text and images. To add an image, choose Image Module. Here you can upload your image or choose one that's already been uploaded into your media library, and if for some reason it uploads upside down, you can use the built-in image editor to alter it. You will also need to make it accessible by going into the menu settings and adding it into a menu like so. You'll then see it's appeared at the top of the navigation bar. To add plugins manually, you must have the zip file downloaded. You must then upload it to the plugins folder and then unpack it into a folder of its own like so. You can also install them much more easily by browsing the store and clicking install. One plugin I installed is called Shortcode Any Widget, which allows you to embed widgets anywhere on a page by posting shortcode into a text module. Otherwise, you can only use widgets in the sidebars or footer of each page. You can create your own Twitter module on the Twitter website, where it gives you the code to use on your own site. You then paste this into the Shortcode Any Widget section and then copy the necessary shortcode into the text module on the right page. To capture and store user info, you need a form to capture the information and a database to actually store it. The Contact Form DB is the database plugin, and Contact Form 7 actually creates the forms. Here you can see some test data, which then saves into the database, which is found here. You can also export the data into a variety of formats, such as Excel. You can use the Contact Form module to allow users to send you messages directly. You can configure the email address and settings here as well. You can also see here a capture type plugin, which is used to verify that you're a human and reduce spam. This also appears on the login page and was installed as a plugin. To customize your theme, you can use the inbuilt customizer, which allows for basic manipulation and changes of colors, fonts and layouts, etc. The more complex way is using CSS. By editing this, you can change everything a lot more precisely and extensively. It contains all the code that affects the entire appearance of your theme. One way of identifying what elements of the code control what is by using Google Chrome and right-clicking something on the page and choosing Inspect Element. You can also preview any changes live, which saves a lot of time. You can also identify the names of the elements you're changing, so you can quickly and easily find them within the CSS file. Another way of customizing is using snippets of custom CSS code, which can be pasted here in Theme Options. The two things here control the size of the logo and the font size of the menu bar, but there are endless changes you can make. To create a child theme manually on a Mac, open TextEdit and enter this. It continues to use the parent CSS file, but any changes should be copied below to override the parent file. It needs to be saved as style.css and then manually changed to CSS by clicking Get Info and then changing the extension. That's the basic outline of creating a child theme CSS file. The file then needs uploading into the themes folder and into its own new folder. The second way of implementing a child theme is using the plugin Divi Children, which does it all automatically and arguably better. The child theme can then be applied under the theme settings in WordPress. You can also implement accessibility options for the visually impaired. You can change the contrast, font size, or add grayscale.